want to live off base, so I'm glad it worked out that way.
Yeah.
The on-base waiting list is like over 6 months.
Hey,
It's
folks.
crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, technical problems as per always. A very warm welcome back to the home of the 48th Fighter Wing 492nd Group here at RAF Lakenheath, the United States Air Force. We're going to be focusing with the F-15s today, and we are of course celebrating the release of the new Top Gun Maverick movie across the UK. We're going to be following the crews out. They are preparing the jets behind us. Then we're going to be moving out onto the airfield, checking out the arming pad and all that kind of stuff, and very close action for takeoffs. But with me, I have Captain Max Robinson. He's going to give us a little bit of information on what's happening today as the jets literally fire up behind us. Max, very quickly before we lose our voices in with all the noise, which is a good thing, I have to say.
Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about the 48th and what you guys are going to be doing today.
Yeah, so I'm in the 492nd Fighter Squadron as a F-15E pilot. Day-to-day operations for us are going to be 10 to 20 sorties, long briefings, debriefings, and then actually the part we're going to go watch here in a little bit is the ground ops and takeoffs and flying and stuff. So mission here is primarily for the F-15s. They're going to be air interdiction. Air-to-air training is what we're doing today. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Grab that mic. Thank you. Cheers. Right, let's go.
Okay.
So you got a really a big maintenance program here as well, haven't you? I mean, obviously to back this up.
Yeah, hundreds of maintenance personnel.
Yeah.
It's I don't know the specific numbers, but I want to say it's some crazy cost per flight, tens of thousands of dollars per flying hour.
Yeah.
Just to keep these jets going. So.
Wow. And of course the C variants have gone now.
Yep.
And so these are just the Strike Eagles?
Just the Strike Eagles, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll walk around the front and then down to where we'll just stop at the first jet that's running, if that's fine with you.
Perfect. So it's quite a significant amount of checks that need to be done.
Yeah, usually from the time it takes from getting to the jet, you're going to review the forms, do a pre-flight walk around, getting everything, engine started and everything is going to take approximately 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes before you're actually ready to taxi. So
yes,
it's a significant amount of time. You're waiting for the systems to boot up, and then maintenance is obviously there if you have any issues that you run into. They'll send a specialist out for whatever aircraft system is giving you problems.
And the aircraft are assigned to individual crews. They have their own aircraft.
So you have your name. A pilot and a Wizzo will have their name on each aircraft, but you don't fly the same jet every day, if that makes sense. Like you'll fly any jet on the line.
A Wizzo being the weapon system operator.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, they're the backseaters. They're primarily running a lot of the aircraft sensors, where the pilot is primarily just focusing on flying, running the radar, stuff like that.
Cool. All right, let's follow these guys.
They're going to go over there.
Ah, okay.
They're in the 494th, which is fine. We can happy to watch.
Yeah.
Either of them, but,
we're happy to watch anything. All good, GP. GP. Yep. Roger that. folks. These are the things that make all the noise. Those nozzles are just an incredible piece of engineering, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, folks, so folks, what we're doing now is we're going to move down to our next position, which is going to be close by the arming pad, where they will go through their secondary checks. The bunkers we've talked about and seen so much. So, everything okay, GP? Everybody happy? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Safe just to have it going in a different direction.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I noticed that
Till the next one.
Walked up.
Oh.
That was, I think that jet's getting ready.
What happened?
It's got the whole radar. Okay, so the whole radar, like...
Oh. That was it? Right.
I mean, there's stuff about it.
Do we have to go through the building, or can we walk around it?
We can go around. It's quicker to go through.
Is it? Okay, let's do that then.
Well,
we're only on the ground level anyway, aren't we? So,
I mean, we can cut through right here.
Yeah. Are you driving out there, Max?
Yeah, I'll follow you guys out.
What car are you in? You're in a bigger one than a Mini.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
Okay.
I can only stay till about 8:45.
Yeah, no, that's fine, man. That's fine. It's just because I've got the backpack.
Oh,
GP.
You want me to take anything?
Sorry?
Are you wanting to ride with me? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It's just that it might be a bit compact in Ryan's car.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, mate.
No. My wife needed a bigger car today, so at like 4:30 this morning I woke up.
Okay.
You can take the Mini.
Right. Okay.
Well, today's not a good day for us, but
What's your wife do?
she's actually.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Shall we stop?
We just got an interview for a teaching job one day.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Waiting to hear back.
Okay. What do you want to do? Do you want me to cut it and then we can restart it when we're out there?
Yeah, she's got a few interviews for like teaching jobs. And,
Well, I don't know. The only problem is that we might. Are we going to see aircraft as we're driving out there, or not very much?
Probably not.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, not until,
Okay,
like, we
so
get there.
we've got a bit of freeze on the feed at the moment, so we're wondering whether we might just cut it, or do you want to?
It's probably like a 5+ minute drive out there.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Do you want to put it on hold then, Jilly? I'll see you out there.
Yeah. I'm right here. Which one are you? The Volkswagen, the Passat, right there.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just pull around and.
Okay. We're gonna go out. I'll just meet you. We're gonna pull out right here. Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to do a sync check, Jilly? One, two, 1, 2. Okay.
Do you need to put anything in the trunk, or?
Let's. Yeah. When we get there, I'll reboot it. Yeah. Actually, maybe it's a good idea to just put it on hold, Jilly. Can you just put? Yeah, put a hold screen up. Yeah. and then I've got the backpack on my lap, and I can do a reboot. Yeah. Just tell me when you're good to do that.
the zoom on that is pretty good. So even
Okay.
if you can't get
So
right
welcome back, folks. Welcome back. So I don't know if Max's mum and dad are watching. Max has just told me that apparently his parents found out about the show completely independently of him, their son. So that is kind of crazy.
I went through there for the first time a month or so ago.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Oh, okay. So they'll feed out onto the runway now.
On the airfield taxiways and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So the guys are going to come out of that hut there and do the final checks.
I think
they're doing it over there.
On the other side,
Oh, okay.
Because of see how they're crossing
Yes.
in the middle over there. Normally
I
they would
gotcha.
taxi like you see
Yes.
every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the construction,
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's blocked off. Yeah.
and I think they're going to taxi over here to hold.
Yeah, that's
because-
great.
Yeah.
And then we're going to head to the sock. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, we'll walk across right here, right by that little building.
So do you think your mum and dad are watching now?
I don't know. Well, it's really early in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. Just say hello to them anyway, mate.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, Dad.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
They're probably asleep.
Yeah. Where are you, Ryan?
My parents are probably also asleep. Pretty early in the morning for theirs. I think like 3 a.m. right now.
Yeah.
So,
But say hello to them anyway, because they'll be watching later.
hi Mom and Dad.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Okay, folks, here we go. Getting ready to cross the T's and dot the I's.
is going to be able to stay airborne. He's got taxi right now. He'll stay airborne for like 45 minutes, maybe an hour. Where the other guys can stay up for 2.5 hours. Yeah, so they're not that one's no, so they're all about the same age, but this is what we're training to right now. This like new air-to-air configuration, just because the performance is like. I have not. They're starting with like the senior guys in the squadron, like instructors and the weapons officers and stuff, and they're basically they have like a full ride syllabus almost to go through because it's so much different. They don't want. Yeah, I'm sure it was like that. Like the massive difference in age. You call it and it's a lot different. It's a lot different. And they're getting us spun up. We have to wear a whole different.
No afterburners on that one then?
No. Yeah, no afterburners.
So some of them going afterburners, some of them not?
That first jet that took off,
yeah,
it's in a new configuration we're trying out. Oh, really? It has no external fuel tanks, no CFTs or anything. Right. So it just doesn't need, it's so light, it doesn't need afterburners.
Yeah. What time are you going out, Max?
What time am I taking? I'm not taking off till like 2 o'clock.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Could we cover your whole setup and...
What's that?
Could we cover your whole setup with the jet and...
That's gonna be a while from now, right? Yeah, that's gonna be a while from now.
Yeah. But a lot later on.
Yeah, it would be pretty fun, pretty later on.
Oh, it's up to Ryan. I don't know if you've got time or...
Don't really accept you. Don't really accept
Fantastic, man. I'm really happy. Yeah.
And these guys probably have to work a separate flight plan now.
Really? What? He's the other two?
These are the other two, yeah. They
Yeah.
may wait for them, they may go.
Crazy aeroplane, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
I mean, it is just, everything is just so compact in it. And everything is inside the aircraft as opposed to hanging off the wings.
Yeah.
You planning to get on one of them eventually?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I like the F-15.
Oh, she's a beautiful aeroplane, isn't she? Oh, there's nothing worse, man. I had to go to Walmart and buy a top when I was out in Memphis. Crazy. And when you're a Brit going into Walmart, it's like, oh my God, it's about as big as this. It's like, where the hell do I go now? You know. Like I wanted to buy some, I wanted to get some skin protection when I was in Atlanta, and it's like 14,000 different types of skin cream, you know, like
sunscreen, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, man, oh man.
Funny. Yeah, the F-35s are sweet. We've got a chance to fly with them a few times. They'll kind of integrate and do. They can do a bunch of different stuff. They can rep like basically like we call it red air, where they'll pretend to be the bad guys, or vice versa. We can pretend to be the bad guys.
Okay.
And it's fun doing it with them because you don't see them until they get pretty close sometimes.
Are you talking about on your radar?
On the radar.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
It's
They
good.
just appear.
Yeah, sometimes they just appear. They can also do some pretty cool stuff with like, because they're so like slick, they don't have much drag, and they're basically the way their tail, their stabs work, the horizontal stabs. They can do a lot of like low speed maneuvering and stuff.
Right. So really sort of like quick, sort of like turning.
They can point real aggressively and stuff. So it's fun to do like dogfighting with them. They're pretty good at it.
Yeah, that's so cool. And the F-35 pilots, they've come off the 15s, have they? Or have they?
Some of them have. Yeah.
How long's that transition?
It's really short, actually.
Is it?
Yeah. If you're already essentially like a fighter pilot, and I think it's like I want to say like a 4 to 6 month course, where you go to like I think it's in Florida or Arizona.
Right.
It might actually be Luke. Okay. In Arizona. Is that in Arizona? Luke? No, Luke's in. I think Luke's in Phoenix. I think you're right. I think it's in Phoenix. Anyway, wherever it is. Yeah, it's like a 4 to 6 month course. Because it's the same fundamentals. It's just you're learning a new thing. So you'll learn the systems and how to deploy it and stuff.
And of course, it's single pilot operation, isn't it?
Right.
So
it's got tons of automation.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tons of automation.
Point and shoot, it'll do the rest for you.
It almost flies on autopilot.
Wow. That's crazy.
It basically like you'll fly around and you'll basically set like it has auto throttles. You'll set like an angle of attack that you want, or a pitch, and it basically will just fly itself. Or you can say like, I want to level off at this altitude, throw that in the system, and it'll climb at a certain airspeed up to that altitude.
Wow.
So they can be heads down.
Right, literally after you've climbed out, you just set your, almost like a commercial jetliner.
Yeah,
right.
They can. I don't know exactly what they do, like flying in around, in the pattern and stuff. They're probably hand flying most of that.
Yeah. Whereas you on the F-15, you're much more hands-on.
Yeah, we have autopilot, but it's not as user friendly. We mainly use it for like altitude hold. So like it'll fly level, but you still have to. It doesn't have auto throttles.
Yeah, so it's constantly trimming it, or just
constantly adjusting the throttles.
Yeah.
I think after these guys leave, I'm gonna head out.
Okay. Yeah.
Freeze my ass off.
Let's just get a bit on camera. So when you guys return, sometimes you'll come straight in, land. Other times you'll do touch and go.
Yeah.
Other times you'll do a split off and all that kind of stuff. Is that how's that all planned out? Is that something you do last minute, or is that pre-planned right from the get-go?
It's usually based on weather.
Okay.
Because it's more fun to just show up. Usually we'll show up like over in, we call it initial, where you'll be in close formation and you'll break up initial and then just do a visual pattern.
Yeah.
Or if you see them on a straight in where they just come in and land, it's usually because they're flying an instrument approach, and it's usually due to weather. So if the weather's good, I see some clouds rolling in here right now, so we may see some guys on instruments, but hopefully, yeah, always want to try and come back to a visual pattern if you can, just because it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, and so and the other times when you're coming in, then you'll power up.
Yeah.
That's what's the reason for that? Is that just
like
for your logbook?
like a low approach where they don't touch down?
Yeah. Well, they'll almost look like they're coming in and then gear up all of a sudden and then throttle up.
Yeah. So that's we're actually not allowed to do touch and goes.
Oh, okay.
Unless you have certain situations. You can
Right.
do touch and
Okay.
goes,
So that's
but-
something I've seen with the RAF. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're not allowed to do touch and goes most of the time, and that's just for like wear and tear on the tires.
Yes.
And stuff like that. So
Yes.
So yeah, it's just they just want to get a couple patterns in, and yeah, and you get going a lot faster, quick if you don't touch down. So.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, you're off now, Max.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Man, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
really
you, Jerry.
appreciate your time and if
was my
later
pleasure.
on we're around, we'll get you going out. Have you
Yeah.
got a tail number?
Not yet.
No,
Not yet.
okay.
Not until right when those guys were walking up to the step desk there. That's when you'll get your tail number.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Well, it's been my pleasure, man.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
been
nice
great to meet you, man. It's been great to meet you. And thank you so
Yeah.
much. Thank you to everybody here as well.
Oh,
You do a
yeah.
great job, and really appreciate you.
Oh yeah, we can get some good shots. With the
Yeah,
guys
well,
coming
we're going to
back.
wait for them to come back, and then are you all right with that? You look a little bit warmer there.
Oh yeah,
Ryan.
I got this. I'm good.
Yeah, you're all good. I'm just about hanging in there, but we'll it's quite windy out here on the old airfield, isn't it?
Yeah, it is windy.
But yeah, mate, thanks a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks.
Take care. Look after yourself, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah,
I
Be
really
careful
appreciate
getting down off
Yeah.
this old World War II bunker. I think.
Whatever.
It is.
I don't know what this is.
I think it is literally from when the airfield was way back in the old war days.
It's definitely old.
Certainly got that construction about it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yep. See you guys.
See you later. Cheers. Okay. Well.
Probably any minute now.
Yeah, we should hopefully. Gilly, have you got any? Has anybody got any sightings on them on ADSB or anything like that? We normally, people are always sort of giving us updates on where they are and the
Okay.
fact that they're returning and whether it's how many there are and so on and so forth. So yeah, we should get a bit of feedback from that any moment now. People are really enjoying it, man.
Oh great.
A lot of Americans have stayed up watching it.
Oh wow. Depending on where they are, then it's a pretty late night.
Yeah, definitely.
I think East Coast would be like 3:43 a.m. right now. So
Yeah.
no, this was a great day for it. Especially I didn't even realize that we were going to get this much. So
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, because sometimes it can be very low on the ground in terms of thin on the ground, should I say, in terms
Right.
of the amount going out. But no, like you say, we've been really fortunate today. And with 35s as well. I mean, I know we're not looking at them up close, but still a great machine to look at, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And of course, from time to time, you get the big ones coming. Like a C-17 or
Yeah, every once in a while you'll see some
C5s
come
or.
through. Yeah. Actually, I want to say it was maybe a week or two ago. There was a C-17 from the Australian Air Force that came through. I'm not sure why, but we the airfield was shut down like for our flying, and then we saw C-17 come through, and the guy we were with was saying, "Oh yeah, that's one of the Australians coming through." So,
Right. Interesting.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. And were they here for long or?
No, not for long. So
maybe positioning or just
Could have been.
Yeah.
I
Refueling perhaps.
possibly.
Just to stop and
I really can't
splash and dash.
speculate. I guess I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Maybe they were participating in something like an exercise or something. Or
And then of course you get the from time to time you get a big freighter in here.
oh yeah.
And that's for spares and for folks on the base as well. I guess all the provisions need to come in, the food and stuff, isn't it? That has to get delivered. I mean, we don't make Twinkies in the UK, do we?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure if they deliver stuff for like shops on base, like for instance our commissary, our grocery store on base.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that stuff comes in. I think it's trucked in.
Okay.
But yeah, the C5s and C17, they might be carrying equipment, people, or they could just be totally empty and this is just a stop onto somewhere else.
Yes.
So, like for instance, when people from Lakenheath, either deploy or going somewhere, they'll usually hop on a jet like that. I've been on a C5 before. They're huge.
Yes.
It's pretty insane when you walk in it and
yeah.
you just see like all the space that it has. In there.
It is massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
You look up, you see all the heating ducts and the piping. It's just insane. Just a massive inside. It's like bigger than the London Tube. I don't know if you've ever been in there.
Oh, I have.
Yeah. It's bigger than that, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, watching these jets is super impressive, but it's impressive to see something that large take off too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially when it's like full of equipment and people and all that.
Yeah.
It's just,
Can carry so much, man.
Yeah.
Just is so big.
Yeah.
Well, here we've got some other ones starting up. By the sounds of it, over the other side, but. So that's, I'm guessing why, because of all this construction going on, that's why these bunkers are not in use, because that's normally they're parked up over here, aren't they? So is that why that's sort of, is that pad that we were at earlier, is that normally where they would, because we do hear them starting from over there and they do come out that way, but
yeah,
there are sometimes
on Alpha Ramp there, yeah, the F-15s, a lot of the times they'll park there. Sometimes they'll taxi them in and put them away. But like this morning, they were all lined up and ready to go for this morning. So
yeah, lucky for us. That was good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was good. So, this is what we do. We wait.
Yeah. Yeah. With it being kind of cloudy, I wonder how far off we'll actually be able to see them.
Yeah, they normally sort of like just appear, don't they? They'll come in and do the circuit from either that direction or from over there. So when are you going back? When are you going back on vacation or anything like that? You got any holiday over in the US?
Nothing planned yet. I have family coming here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
excellent.
moment they found out I was coming over here. This is actually my first time in the UK.
Yeah.
That's it. My parents, my in-laws, they all started planning trips. Like, well, we'll come to see you.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Well,
oh, that's fantastic.
I guess I'll hold off on planning a trip back home because if you're going to come visit me here, why not?
Oh, that's great though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They're
take me
excited.
to London and I mean, there's lots of other places. I mean, Norfolk is beautiful.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. I know, at least when I was speaking to my parents, they were saying we have our plane tickets like there and the return trip, everything in between, we'll just play it by ear.
Wing it.
Yeah. It's like, okay, cool. Like, being here for a few months, I've found a lot of, cool spots. And of course, London, but even just in this area, there's so much. So
yeah. King's Lynn and
I haven't been up there yet, but I went to Norwich this past weekend. That was the first time I went there.
Yeah.
Cambridge is close.
Yes.
So that's a good spot.
Oh, there's some beautiful historic places around.
Yeah.
Steeped in history, man. Like so old.
That was one of the things I was really excited about coming here because we don't have anything that old in the U.S.
No.
You see something from the 1700s, and you're like, oh wow, this is kind of old. Then you come here, and it's like, oh, so this was built in
1048 or something.
Yeah, I know. And then you just start thinking, like, how many things happened here? I got to read up on this. I got to figure it out.
Yeah, and it is amazing history, isn't it?
It
just is amazing history.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say, America's got some real history to it. But like you say, when you dig down into what we've got over here, it's like Magna Carta and all that kind of stuff, and some really, really seriously old, ancient stuff.
Yeah.
Which was, you know, even like 950 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we actually, my wife and I took a trip down to Dover Castle. And,
Yes.
you know, of course, that is old on its own, but that Roman lighthouse there,
Yeah.
I think it's just the base of it is what's left at that time. But, you know, when that was built, it's like almost 2,000 years ago.
Just insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
It is. I guess when it's just built out of stone, it'll last.
Yes, yeah,
You know?
definitely. Even with our weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's you know, I mean, I've been overseas a lot, and I you know, I'm very patriotic, as no doubt you are for America and everything. But you know, just the history of Great Britain is just, and Ireland, of course. You know, it is just incredible, man. And it's you know, it's great to explore it.
Oh yeah.
If you get the chance.
Yeah. Chance I get. So far every weekend we've done something. Even if
really?
It's not like a big, you know, historically focused. I'm more of the history focused one.
Okay.
So, but we find middle ground. You know, she wants to go to some shops. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's also go over here too.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what that has to offer. So.
Oh, that's so cool, man. That's so cool.
No,
Yeah.
it's exciting to be here.
So your wife's over here with you, yeah?
Yeah.
And you got kids or?
No kids. We have a dog.
Oh,
But,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah. I saw the dog's hair when I was in the car. Yeah. No, that's cool. That's really good. So you brought the dog from the US?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great, man.
That's anyone who wants to bring a dog over here. That's quite. There's a lot of logistics that go into that.
A lot of loops to jump through.
It starts like months in advance. You know, just making sure that you can find an airline that can take it. Like any kind of paperwork, and then you have to. We thankfully we waited to find out when she was going to be able to get on, like what flight she was going to be on, and then booked our tickets for the same flight, so that we could land at the same time as her.
Really?
Some people put.
Oh,
them
you couldn't bring her on the flight with you then?
Not like up above.
Right.
So she was down in the cargo.
In the hold. Yeah. Is it a big dog, little dog, or?
She's 60 pounds, so.
Okay.
About like a little. About mid-thigh for me, and you know, a little long, but
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Had her since she was a puppy? Or?
Yes, yeah, we got her. I think since she was about 4 months old.
Oh,
yeah.
Bless.
So,
oh, that's so cool.
Like 2.5 now. Yeah. It's great here that here's so dog friendly too.
Yes.
There's so many places that allow us to like bring her, and that helps so much. You know?
Yeah.
Some places in the U.S. are pretty dog friendly, but you can't, like here, you can bring your dog to a pub.
Yes.
You can't do that in the U.S. You can't bring your dog to a restaurant. Some places, if they have like outdoor seating, they'll let you do it.
Yeah.
But for the most part.
So like the pub scene over here then?
Oh yes.
Old pubs, you know.
Yeah. No, it's definitely cool.
I mean, if you're in London, it's amazing when you're in London, especially when you go to the East End, you know, where you can see the really old, you know, see a lot of the old ancient stuff.
Yeah.
Like plonked in between new stuff.
Right.
You know, it's just there's one particular shot that I used to love was when you're coming up to London Bridge.
Okay.
And that's not London Bridge, the Tower Bridge, the you know, with the, you know, London Bridge is just a boring old bridge basically.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Yeah. Because you guys you bought what you thought was Tower Bridge, didn't you?
Oh no. Well, so we actually, when we were taking the subway or the tube, I guess.
Yeah.
It came out to London Bridge, and as I was walking across it, you know, we saw the
Tower Bridge
the
on
Tower
the right.
Bridge.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so this is what London Bridge is.
But America, when I lived in America, there was a story that somebody told me that some rich American wanted to buy London Bridge, and he thought that it was London Bridge, the one with the you know, with the drawbridge and all that kind of thing, and he bought it and had it shipped over to America, and it arrived, and it was all excited and everything, and they started building it and they put it all together, and then he went and inspected it. It was just because it was the ancient London Bridge.
Okay.
And so it was just a bridge, and he was like, well, where's the arches and all that kind of stuff, and and they're like, don't know, mate. You know, and I think he got I think it got done basically.
Yeah,
I think I had over. I don't know if it actually is true, but apparently that's the you guys. Well, somebody over in America wanted to buy London Bridge. You thought, you know, right, I'm gonna own London Bridge. It's there. It's in California somewhere. You can actually see it. It's actually built. You know, with all the stone and all that kind of stuff. So
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah,
see what he wound up buying.
Yes. I've told the story a few times, but I don't think I've ever actually looked it up and cross-checked it and made sure that it's actually legit. But anyway, that'd be a good one to look up. But yeah, London's great in terms of its history and you know the really old buildings there as well. Some of the old Shakespearean stuff there, and you know, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I think the only comparison I can think of in the U.S. is there's like this. I can't remember exactly where, but in Boston, they have this one street that like looks very colonial,
right?
But it's surrounded by all these like skyscrapers and big office buildings.
Yes,
and it's like,
that's amazing when you see that.
It's almost like a museum, but still like active.
Yeah.
People have stores and bars and all this right in there.
It's almost as if that's where Boston town started,
that's
and
what
then it just got built up around it. You know? Yeah.
It's interesting.
And yeah.
New York City doesn't have that much. I think there's a few older spots.
Okay, folks, this is Ryan. Ryan, people just are asking who you are and what you do. So what do you do then, Ryan? Tell people what you do.
So I work here in the Public Affairs Office here. I'm the Chief of Media Operations, so I'm here with Jared today.
Yeah, great. So there you go, folks. There you go. That's Ryan Walsh, who I've been in contact with over the last few weeks. And it's great. It's great. I mean, just the initial idea went across to the head honcho. You know, and he loved the idea of it. You know. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So I'm glad it worked out so smoothly too.
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. It's gone very well. It's gone very well. Yeah. And that piece out on the pad was just breathtaking. Apparently, we've got 2 heading back. So I don't know how many of the. I don't know how many of the crews are aware that we're filming today.
I think most of them, or at least when we were out there on the ramp, I think they figured it out.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah.
So you've been to any castles yet then?
What's that?
Have you been to any castles yet?
Just Dover Castle really is the big one. I don't think so. I think that was the only one. We had a trip planned through the base. They put on like trips where you just come to base, you hop on a bus, and they'll take you to Hampton Court. But unfortunately,
oh man, you should go to Hampton Court.
Well,
seriously.
I think we'll still try and go because unfortunately the trip through the base got canceled. So if not enough people sign up, then they'll just call it off. But I told my wife, I was like, well, nothing's stopping us from still going. So.
No, absolutely. So they've got buses here and they take you to places.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called ITT. They have an office here. A few other bases. I think a lot of bases actually have it. Probably every base. But yeah, so what they'll do is they'll plan trips, and then you can just look up at a calendar, like what do they have planned for next weekend.
Wow.
And then you go, you buy tickets, you meet up here on base, hop on the bus.
Yeah.
And then they take you out for the day.
Oh, that's really good, man. That's really good.
No, it's great. They have a lot of great trips coming up and all that. So it's exciting, especially when you're new here. Like, all right, where do I start? Start there, and then after that, start planning your own trip.
So how far north do they go? Do they go as far as like Scotland or up to York? Or
they go up to York. Yeah,
right.
Actually, on Monday.
It's a great place, York, I've got to say.
Yeah, I haven't been yet, but on Monday they're doing the Jorvik Biking Festival.
Okay.
And that's a trip through the base actually that we're doing. And
is it?
Yeah, I think that's up in York if I'm not mistaken. But
Jilly, my technical director, she's in my headset now. She lives up there.
Oh, okay.
So she's there now. She's obviously saying it's a great place. But
perfect.
Apparently that's a really good place to for the festival's really good because all the fireworks and stuff. So you're going to really enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So do you stay up there or just go up there for the day?
It's just for a day.
Right.
I think they do. I don't know if they do any overnight trips. I'm just not sure. But they'll do like extended day. So I know they had a trip recently, or or one that's coming up to Belgium, Brussels.
Oh, right. Wow.
And that's when it's extended day. You know, you get here at like 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I think you don't get back until probably about the same time.
So how do you do that? How do they do that? Go over on the ferry, or?
I think they go through the channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hop on the bus, go through there. They drop you off. You have the day, and then.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. So it's not just it's not just doing what you're doing, but you're also getting involved in all the, you know, in sightseeing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And you've got the option to drive out and do whatever you want as well.
Of course, yeah.
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 That's a good one. Drive up to York, mate. You know.
Yeah.
And go and spend do a little bit of a road trip.
Yeah. No, definitely. There's still a lot of unexplored places by us, so we've got a long list of, you know, pretty much anything is an option. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great that it's, for the most part, nothing's too far. So
not really, no. Not like America.
No.
Where it takes 2 days to get there. You know.
Like I mentioned earlier to you, I was in North Dakota prior to coming here.
Yeah.
And I think the closest city to where I was about 2 hours away. And then after that, it's another 3-4 hours.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Out there is, you know, that's that Midwestern area of the country where it's all like flat. And everything is super spread out.
Yeah.
So coming here where it's like, oh, you know, we can go to another place and it's only 30 minutes away.
Yeah. I mean, like York is only from here. It's only going to be a couple of hours, I would have thought.
Okay. Yeah, that's not
tops,
bad.
you know.
Yeah.
Because you're already in, we're near Norwich, aren't we?
Yeah. I think Norwich is maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Have you been up to? You haven't been up to Coningsby to see the RAF then?
No, not yet.
You should go up there, man. They got a viewing area just like this.
Oh, okay.
You can go and just chill there for the day. Got a good burger van there, and
nice.
He's a really good bloke. That guy that does the burgers up there. But yeah, they've got the historically they've got the BBMF, the Lancaster and the Spitfire and the Hurricane and all that kind of stuff. But it's not, they don't. You very rarely see it, unless they're on. Display practice, that kind of thing. But here we go, look, right on cue.
Got first one coming back.
Yeah. So this is interesting because this is a different perspective to what I normally get. Okay. Where did you say that was? Bamber Castle, Jilly? And where's that? Northumberland. Oh yeah. That's a good one. Bamber Castle, Northumberland. And the other one, of course, is the other one, of course, is Whitby. Whitby's a great place to go to.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really cool. Dracula, that's where Dracula, you know, where his coffin. You know, it's a true story, that. So is it normally just a big coach load of you go?
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially depending on the trip, it'll be packed.
Really?
You know? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, man. That's
like
really good.
When I mentioned for Dover Castle, yeah, the whole bus was full.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's a mix of everybody from air crew and.
Oh yeah.
Really, maintenance teams and.
Yeah, and I know, like for instance, I mentioned how my parents are coming to visit. I could bring them with us.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, man.
I think there might be a trip out to Stonehenge that time.
Oh
and
yeah.
I told them about that, and they're like, "Oh yeah, if you can get us tickets for that."
Oh yeah, man.
Like,
yeah.
You know, like you mentioned, like things that are old.
Yeah.
You look at that. I don't even think they have an exact date when they think that was built. But
well, yeah, but the other crazy thing about that is how they got the bloody stones there.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, we're talking about stone from. Some bloke can't even figure out where it came from, you know, and how they got it there. Those huge, great big, you know, it's almost like the ancient Egyptians, the way they brought their stone, the stone in for their pyramids. It's just,
I know.
Insane.
You wonder
insane.
how they did it.
Yes, an amazing place to go, Stonehenge, you know, and of course all around it as well. There's a lot of history all around Stonehenge as well. It's not just the henge itself.
Yeah,
there's other sort of like, you know, mounds, burial mounds and all that kind of stuff. So, is he just? Is that a crow? It's a crow, isn't it? Oh, it's a crow. Here we go. These guys are in format, aren't they? I think.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
So possibly one will land and the other one will. He's covering him, I think. got a bit of a is that the one that's just landed that they're
it looks that way, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it?
Could be just a precautionary thing, you know.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. Certainly came down all right. So in a situation like this, where that guy's stuck on the runway, there's a possibility they might divert and head out to Mildenhall.
Possibly. Yeah, that I wouldn't know the answer to that, honestly.
Yeah.
Or they could just have them in the pattern,
yes,
fly overhead until that gets sorted out and they can move the jet.
I think they're probably going to hook him up and tow him off. Literally like a city here, isn't it? You know, it's like a town. You know, it's everything.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Fully functioning. You know, I mean, you've got the tower, you've got all the personnel there, you've got the logistics personnel to, you know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely quite the operation.
Are those buildings over there, are they old bunkers that are no longer in use, or the ones out on the hill there?
That I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to, you know, unfortunately I can't right now, but I'd have to get back to you with an answer.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. It's just, and there's a fire testing station over there as well, isn't there?
Yes, there is, yeah.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, there have been cases where we've had before where the runway's been closed and they've diverted to Mildenhall, just over the street.
Yeah, I mean it's right down the road, so
yeah,
definitely, certainly convenient.
Yeah, it is.
And for them too, if they, you know, if there's something happen there, then we're
of
right
course.
Here as well.
Yeah. Bit of a standoff at the moment. Okay, we've got personnel underneath it, so that looks like that's he's just checking everything. Yeah, fire truck's moving away now, so they're either going to hook him up. Oh no, he's moving. He's moving, so they're all good. So that guy in the circuit can like you say, Ryan, just a precautionary check.
In cases, you know, where they're training or it's exercise, like doing exercises.
Uh-huh.
It's better to err on the side of caution.
Of course.
Even minor things are just worth calling it in and just
Yes,
checking it out.
absolutely. Yeah. So may just do a runway inspection, I don't know, but so we're clearing everything away. Okay. So is it sort of like are you like Monday to Friday, or are you like it's that, is it? Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So you get the weekends off and
yeah, it works out great.
Yeah. Sounds great, man. Sounds like a great career.
Yeah. Every once in a while, of course, there might be times that I would have to work on a weekend, or you never know. But my standard would be Monday through Friday. Yeah.
And you have sports days and stuff here and all that kind of thing. Do you have like?
I know like the schools on base, you know, they have sports teams and all that.
Oh right,
yeah.
right.
So
wow.
Because there's like high school, middle school, so they do those kinds of sports.
Yeah.
There's an American football field on.
Is there?
Yeah.
Wow.
With the track, you know.
Really?
I'm not sure all of the sports that the schools have.
Yeah.
But you know, they do that. I think they have, you know, what we call soccer, football.
Yeah.
They have teams and all that. So.
Wow. And do you play other bases and stuff as well, or is it sort of like?
As far as the schools go, I'm actually not sure how their schedule works. There's also like intramural teams that the base has that they'll compete against other bases, or
right.
I know there's actually a hockey team, a tri-base hockey team, and they actually were out in Cambridge playing, I think, just in a local team over there. So you know, I think it kind of varies wherever they can find competition, I guess.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's great. That's great. Ship around. Sounds like those guys We've got a few more on their way back in now, apparently. You do night flying here as well, don't you? You have
I think
periods of night flying.
Yeah. I think every once in a while they'll do that, just stay current and, you know, proficient in nighttime flying.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure how common it is, because like I mentioned earlier, I'm still very new to Lakenheath here.
Yeah.
But of course, all pilots train for night flying. So.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We came up and did one.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty intense.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes through the night. I think it's just you know, from a specific within a specific time.
Yeah.
Much like what we're seeing here today. You know, like 2 or 3 hours.
Right. Right.
Whether they do two segments like they do during the day normally here, they break for lunch and then come out and repeat in the afternoon.
Yeah. I feel like that's a whole nother level of skill, being able to fly these jets at night. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Then you're relying very heavily on instruments. That's
right,
you know.
Of course.
I mean, they do anyway, I guess. But you know, in terms of visuals, you can't see any. You've got no horizon to work on, have you? So it is a case of definitely working on. I mean, the great thing is that the lighting on these runways is so intense.
Yeah.
You can see it for miles away. You know. But even so, when you're over sea, especially when you're over sea,
oh yeah,
you know, that's when you really are reliant on instruments and yeah, definitely proper skills.
Yeah, especially you know, like you mentioned at sea, when you don't even have towns where you can look down at the ground and be like, oh, there's lights down there.
No,
you know, it's just dark.
And no horizon.
Right.
So that's where you can become very disorientated, I guess. You know. So do you get the option to sort of travel home for Christmas, or do you?
Yeah, you know, pretty much any time it works out with my schedule and our operations in our office, I can take leave and go back home anytime, really.
Really?
But, you know, typically around holidays we'll get extra days off, so we'll see what this year looks like and see if I can make it home for Christmas. But
and when personnel, like yourself, when you fly back, do you fly on commercial airlines or?
Yeah, I would fly commercial, especially if it was, you know, just for personal leave, like, you know, my personal time. I would take commercial. Yeah.
Might get the opportunity sometimes if it lines up where you can jump on one of the.
Sometimes, yeah. You know, I know Mildenhall has it's called Space A.
Yeah.
So if a jet's coming through and there's room for passengers, if it all, you know, you have to coordinate it pretty nicely.
Yes,
but if they happen to be heading back to the States, I could hop on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then,
catch an internal flight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A few bases offer that. But I think it's very dependent on that jet's schedule. So if it all works out, great. And, you know, I might be able to get a ride over there, but have to get my own flight home. Or here.
Yeah.
So.
This is the largest European US Air Force base, isn't it? Is that right? I know Germany's got a pretty big one as well.
Ramstein is I know, very large. So I don't know that Lakenheath off the top of my head.
Or maybe it's the F-15s. Maybe it's just because it's the only F-15 operational US Air Force base, isn't it?
That's
correct,
I think
that's what maybe I'm talking about. Yeah. Because the others are F-16s, aren't they?
Yes, down in Aviano.
Yeah.
And then, right now, the 495th is the only U.S. F-35 squadron in Europe. So,
Right.
Yeah. I know a lot of other countries, and like the RAF also have F-35s.
Yeah.
For the U.S.
And what happened to the old the C models of the F-15s? Have they just gone to storage, or?
Some of them, but then some of them are going to like National Guard units.
National Guard, that's right, yeah.
So some are getting retired, but some are getting a new life with a new unit.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you've got some of your boneyards out there, man, are just immense. You know, like never seen anything like it. It just goes on. When you look at it on Google Earth, it's like, geez, it's just going on and on and on and on. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty. I've never actually been there personally, but it's. I know it's huge. I've seen the photos and all that, and
incredible.
Just generations of aircraft. But some of those parts are still salvageable. So
yeah, definitely. And because of the climate, the dry climate,
yeah.
It preserves them really well. And of course, we were talking about B-52s this morning. The fact they're just going to go on and on.
Yeah.
What did they say? It's like 2050 or something. They're looking at them going through to now or something.
I
crazy
believe.
Like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think that's what stands out in my mind right now. Yeah, I think it's 2050. They actually not too long ago resurrected B-52 from the boneyard, and it's back in service.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The frame of it, at least. I don't know about specifics. Like, I'm sure there's quite a bit of repairs and stuff that they had to do, but they were able to do that.
Yeah, because there are segments of the boneyard where you can see where their engine covers are on. They're well preserved. They've got canopy covers and all that sort of stuff. So I guess there's all different areas. Some where they're going to get chopped, where they're waiting in the lineup to get chopped up, and other ones are being preserved, broken for spares and used for spares and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, crazy. Right, okay, got a loner, single wolf on his way back now. Oh, this will be that guy's partner, I think. The one that overflew past with him, I think, yeah. I think that was...
I didn't catch the tail number when it flew overhead, but...
Crazy how graceful it is, isn't it? She's just, wheeling it down the runway, and yet that thing is just capable of doing so much manoeuvrability at such high speeds, and yet when she's on the ground like that, it's just so graceful. Viewing area is pretty packed up today, as is always. Great community of aviation fans and historians as well, military fans that come and visit here as well. It's I don't know if they did have air shows at Lakenheath, didn't they? I think back in the day. Certainly did at Mildenhall.
Yeah, possibly in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like you and I were talking about earlier, some of the air shows coming up. I know some the jets from the 48th Fighter Wing will be there. There's the Farnborough and Duxford.
Oh, Duxford. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not too far from here, is it?
No, I think it's like 45 minutes from here.
Yeah.
I know there's a couple coming up. I just saw the list yesterday, but I want to say Ipswich might be one, but I could be mixing that up with a different name.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's some air shows that are sort of like they're just flying air shows and not static. People like the beach air shows where they just fly along the water and do their displays out on the water. Yeah, so there's a good chance that, you know, like the BBMF, you know, they have schedules. They'll maybe do like 2 or 3 displays in a day, you know.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Like, we'll head up somewhere, then go there, and then back to Coningsby, you know.
Wow.
Yes, and the red arrows, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually seen them in person. I have seen the Thunderbirds, and that's quite the show.
Yeah.
I think there's where I'm from in New York. There was an air show, and I know my parents had went to it and said that the Red Arrows were there. So
yeah.
they
Right.
got to see
They went over. They've done a couple of visits to the US. Yeah.
Yeah.
But your guys, the manoeuvres they do where they're sort of like, you know, like canopy to canopy. It's just so close. It's crazy.
It really is.
Insanely close, man. I mean, I know the Reds are good and they're very close, but I've never seen such close formation as I have done with your guys. You know, they're insane.
And even I remember when I saw them, seeing them come right at each other, and then they just turn, and same thing.
Yeah. It's that's skill.
Oh yeah,
that's skill. You know, got to be on. You don't want to have a late night the night before and stuff like that. That's for sure.
I thought when we saw the sun earlier, it was gonna stay.
Shame, isn't it?
Yeah. At least it's not raining.
Yeah, that's one good point. Is it's not raining, but it is a bit crazy how cold it is out there. Seems to be following me wherever I go. These cold fronts. Yeah. So what have we got inbound, Jilly? Right. Oh. Okay. Okay, that's those guys going back, isn't it? That's a great shot with those lovely old farmhouses in the back, in the distance there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. Always look a bit, sorry mate, you're right. Always look a little bit sort of like spindly when the gear's down when they're flying, don't they? But that's kind of always the case with fighter jets. They look a little bit cumbersome with the gear down.
Yeah, they'll definitely be moving a lot slower.
Yeah.
So I know for different jets, you know, they have different, essentially, speed tolerances for the landing gear.
Yes, yes. Yeah, that was a cool maneuver, man. Oh, really? That's funny, man. loads of people skiving work apparently to watch this. Okay. Well, what have we got now? Well, we got is it? Okay. Okay. Just wondering about we could potentially look at either them coming in here or whether we go back to the pack, captain coming in, or we done there.
I don't know, because I had coordinated with us to get out when they leave.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, especially right now being out here, if I really have any luck letting them know that we're coming back.
Okay, yeah. No, that's fine. That's
Okay.
cool. That's cool. We got some great footage there, man.
I mean,
So,
really, it was a great day for it. Like,
yeah.
So,
like very action packed, man. It was like absolutely awesome. And look forward to putting that all together as a piece as well.
Oh yeah.
Surveying going on out there.
Yeah, especially with it now being quite a bit busier. I think we tried to get where we were last time. We might risk getting in the way because a lot of jets coming in, taxiing back in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's crazy it being such a, well, you wouldn't say it's a small jet, but because these are quite big compared to the F-35, aren't they?
Yeah.
F-35 is a really small, compact jet compared to these, but it is amazing that the amount of fuel they're able to carry. And stand there for 20, 30 minutes. You know, I mean, they were sitting at the pad for 15, 20 minutes, and then they come in here and just incredible to think that and those side pods as well. They're fuel tanks, aren't they? On the,
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fuel they can put in there.
Yeah, off the top of my head, I don't know exactly like how much that is.
Yeah.
Max was still here. I'm sure he could give you all those.
Yeah. But those wing tanks, the drop tanks as they're called, that's a significant amount of fuel they can carry as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think they from hearing what people say, that those drop tanks are primarily used when they're using the reheat, the afterburners, because it uses a tremendous amount of fuel.
Yeah. To get them.
Unless they're on a long range mission, in which case,
Well, that too. I think it does give them a lot more time in the air.
Yeah.
As well.
Yes.
But.
Okay. From Mildenhall. Close by. Looks like this guy's, don't know what he's doing. Wonder if this is maybe the guy who had the RTO, and he's maybe. Oh yeah, I can definitely hear a helicopter. There's two over the top of us. Doing over there. I'm wondering if he had the RTO, whether he's gone and changed the checks, and because he's definitely coming out, isn't he?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw him taxiing.
Yeah. He's coming out. He's just taking it over there for whatever reason. There's a single
Yeah. Any more GP? I think it was 4 35s, I think. I seem to remember. Something I can see long range. Looks like this is going to be the last one. Yeah, 2 more on their way back. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, just check that Osprey out. It's crazy. Crazy looking machine.
looks like he is coming out. After all, that guy. So that may be the guy that had the RTO and he's gone in to pick another jet up.
Possibly, yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Oh no, that's the ones that are just they have to circle around and come back that way, isn't it? Oh, he's hot pitting. Getting a little bit warmer.
A little bit.
Half a degree maybe.
It sounds like it, yeah. I've been hearing that on and off.
It's a great eerie sound when we get here in the morning sometimes and it's dark and all you can hear is that. normally Fridays that though, isn't it? Unrestricted stuff on Fridays. It's kind of like a bit of a free-for-all on Fridays.
Oh, okay.
You should get yourself up to Coningsby and go and watch the tornadoes up there.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. I know you mentioned
Typhoon, sorry. Tornadoes, what I'm talking about. Back in the 1980s. So I was stuck in the 1980s half the time. Yeah, it's always a good one to watch.
How far away is that from here?
It's kind of, I reckon about another couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah, just up the east coast.
That's it.
Or, well, it's not the east coast really, it's sort of like, don't ask me about geography, man.
I'll
1 hour 58 minutes apparently.
all right.
To be precise, I just say 2 hours, didn't I?
Down to the minute.
Blimey, O'Reilly. Thanks for that, Jilly.
Oh. So just relocating ourselves over here, folks. Yeah, I think it's a little free ship. Look at that, man. Oh, wow. And he's just sitting there idle.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's nice and warm now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Okay, GP. Hooking up.
Here.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it? Blimey. You might get a little bit of a over there, man.
If they all line up here.
Oh yeah. I think we're definitely far enough away that once they start moving, we won't feel like
yeah. But that initial burst may be a bit. Mind you, I have had. I stood behind Takeoffs, which is a resort in Greece.
Okay.
And only small jet, you know, like Embraer.
Okay.
With CF34 engines. Nothing, you wouldn't think anything, but I'm standing like from here, and the aircraft is turning on and departing out, like full thrust.
Yeah.
And he's like by that fence. and I'm like, you know, I'm being pelted with dust and debris and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I'm quite used to, you know. Oh, okay, okay.
Move it here, just here.
Sorry about that. Full afterburner treatment here, man. Nice and warm. It's nothing like being warmed up by a set of F100s. Going to be pretty intense, man. You say you got two inbound, Billy, did you say? You say you got two? Oh, okay. What, diagonally across the field or from... Oh, it's a single, yeah? Got him. Got him. Yeah. Stand by. It's a free.
afraid. Caught me off guard, that one.
Wow. Well, there it is, folks. Big shout out and thank you to our man here, Ryan Walsh. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're an absolute legend. Guys, we might be back to do some other stuff with them in the future, but just want to say a big thank you to Ryan and to all the crews here and everybody for getting involved and for allowing us access here on base. Really appreciated your company, mate, and great to meet you as well.
Yeah, it was nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir, and we will no doubt speak again in the future.
Sounds good.
Thanks for your time, and have a great time around England with all your mates. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Okay, GP, you can wrap it.